The iPhone X is easily Apple's most advanced iPhone yet. With a treasure trove of features that are totally new for the iPhone lineup, it fairly deserves the crown. So, with so much talk about new features and exciting novelties on deck, one could easily get lost in all the improvements that Tim Cook, Craig Federighi, and Philip Schiller demonstrated on stage. Let us walk you around by highlighting all the important new features that you should care about in that video. Apple is going back to the basics with the design of the iPhone X. In theory, just like the iPhone 4 did a few years ago, the shiny new phone comes with a full glass design with an aluminum frame. That's where most similarities end. The glass has undergone a 7-layer color process, the purpose of which is to make the chassis colors stand out. Aside from that, the glass itself has been reinforced by an internal steel and copper structure that reportedly makes it the most durable glass ever to be used in phone. We bet lots of folks will be eager to make a drop test of this $999 handset as soon as possible. With an exceptional screen-to-body ratio of 81.23%, the iPhone X is up there with the most display-efficient bezel-busting phones out there, like the Note 8, LG V30, Essential Phone, and that exotic Xiaomi Mi Mix 2. Despite donning a large 5.8-inch display at the front, the iPhone X is not much bigger than a regular iPhone 8, 7, 6S, 6, which is quite the achievement whichever way you look at it. The home screen has gone the way of the dodo, which means that it's nowhere to be seen, all for the good reasons. The iPhone X is now fully operable Boo gestures, allowing you to unlock and the iPhone arrives head-on with a larger and faster 12-megapixel sensor for the rear camera, accompanied by a new color filter, as well as deeper pixels, and optical image stabilization on the telephoto camera, following suit after the Galaxy Note 8 pioneered this last feature. The main, wide-angle camera has an aperture of focal 1.8, whereas the telephoto snapper is in focal of 2.41. There's also an improved ISP, aka image signal processing, which is capable of detecting the elements in the scene you're about to capture. It also delivers advanced pixel processing, wide color capture, faster autofocus, and better high dynamic range photos. What does it mean for the regular user? Most certainly, an improved all-around camera experience, which will be that much more fun thanks to the fun new additions in the camera app. With 4K video recording at up to 60 frames per second and ultra-slow 240 frames per second slow-mo at 1080 pixels resolution, the iPhone X doubles down on the cinematography capabilities of Apple's previous iPhones, making it a notable and rather pricey device for aspiring videographers that want to easily capture cinematic footage while on the go. Portrait mode. Portrait lighting will let you artificially change the lighting of the image you've taken even after you've captured it. This feature makes use of the depth sensing algorithms of the A11 Bionic chipset, intelligently cutting out the face of your subject and manipulating the lighting in order to emulate stage lighting, contour lighting, and others. There are also a bunch of new filters for you to use to your own heartfelt content. Portrait mode now also works with the front-facing FaceTime camera, too. Thanks to it, you will be able to create beautiful selfies with sharp foregrounds and artfully blurred backgrounds. Instagram, here we come. Enter the A11 Bionic, Apple's new 6-core chipset that is said to propel the iPhone X, and iPhone 8 and 8 Plus, to before-unseen performance heights. With 4 efficiency cores and 2 performance ones, it's said to be a whopping 70% faster than the A10 chip inside the iPhone 7. We can't wait to put it to the test and see if this claim holds water. Or not. This improved performance is exactly what enables Face ID to do its magic, which leads us to the lack of a physical home button and the ditching of Touch ID have commanded the inclusion of a whole new biometric system on the iPhone X. Enter Face ID. Using a combination of sensors at the front, it creates a depth map of your face utilizing more than 30,000 dots of your face. Boasting way lower error margins, Face ID promises to be more precise than Touch ID has ever been. You can use it with Apple Pay, too. A 5.8-inch, Though Apple admits that the usable area is less, True Tone OLED display with 120Hz refresh rate, wide color P3 color gamut, 1125 by 2436 pixel resolution, a 1,000,000:1 contrast and HDR support? Count us in. The iPhone X reiterates the stereo speaker philosophy introduced by the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus last year, but improves the formula by making things louder by 25%. That's pretty good when it comes to media consumption. Although it's not an iPhone X exclusive, augmented reality is about to take the world by storm once iOS 11 arrives. Thanks to it, things like animated emoji, colloquially referred to as Animoji, and a bunch of neat apps and games will likely take the App Store by storm. Employing the next generation of Bluetooth, the iPhone X is capable of transmitting data twice as fast as Bluetooth 4.2 capable devices and from greater distances, which is a win-win situation no matter how you look at it. You will be able to wirelessly charge your iPhone X with a Qi-compatible wireless charger. Apple is set to work with multiple manufacturers of Qi wireless chargers so as to promote their accessories on the Apple Store and make them that much more available to the wider public. A dedicated Apple AirPower charging mat is slated for early 2018 release to charge your iPhone, Apple Watch, and AirPods simultaneously. You will be able to get 50% of power in about 30 minutes of charging, meaning that you will no longer have to hug the wall and wait for your device to get all juiced up. What do you think of the new iPhone X? Let us know your thoughts in comments. To discover more iPhone and Apple content, don't hesitate to subscribe to the S Sorrels channel.